Hello everyone. Today I brings to you very unique lesson. The title of the lesson is literary theory. As we understand that everybody feel that literary theory is very difficult. But in this video I'm just going to simplify this concept for all of you, and I hope this video definitely helpful to all of you, and very simply I just make you understand what is the concept of literary theory. And let's begin. Hello everyone. Today I brings to you very different kind of lesson. The title of the lesson is literary theory, as I told you, and let's begin. Literary theory. What do you mean by literary theory? It's a judgmental approach for interpreting the text. We read something, just reading and not getting the ideas and in-depth knowledge of that theory or literature, so it is not a literary theory. But we want to enhance the something new in our thought. We want to analyze all these lines. So these kind of approach we can use in literary theory. And the definition of literary theory is: this is an idea and method to look into the literature. By the help of literary theory, we can understand all the parameters of the literature. If we are taking a text, for example, and we are just going to read it, for example, we just take the example of Paradise Lost. So if we are reading the text, understanding the text, in which way we are perceiving, which kind of thoughts has been disclosed, which kind of process is running throughout the text, all these kind of parameters we definitely can find by the help of literary theory. We want to analyze everything, whatever I'm going to read. So for this, I need analytical power, because I'm going to analyze each and everything. Therefore, to expand the analytical power, this tool can be used. Where do we use literary theory? As we know that what is a literary theory, the definition of the literary theory, so we need to understand where do we use literary theory. It's very basic question. We can develop our ideas to write, read and understand the text. Certain approach has been adopted to examine narrative, plot, conflicts. If you want to examine anything, you need certain approach, some sort of mindset. Pre-mindset or assuming mindset doesn't work. You need to create something new in your mind. Whatever you are going to adopt while you're reading or examine or analyzing the narrative, plot, conflict, characters, theme, motive of the poem, of the novel, whatever. So today I'm going to talk about the very first theory, that is traditional literary theory. What is traditional literary theory? It's a humanist view used in traditional literary theory. Humanist view means which is linked with the human, which is relate with human. Writer's life can be understood in the form of reflection in his work. Morality is a main theme in this approach. We human, all people expect that we should show our morality, and this kind of literary theory we need to understand the reflection of author's intention, in which way he is going to express his views about any particular subject or theme. So this theory had to understand this phenomena. Types of traditional approach: the historical biographical and the moral philosophical. There are two kinds of traditional approach in traditional theory: the historical biographical and the moral philosophical. Moral philosophical. What do you mean by this? This kind of theory is so old. It's very old. Since literature exists, this theory exists too. We can understand this concept better in the work of Aristotle, Horace and Plato. If we go through, if we read the concept of Aristotle, we can understand the moral philosophical approach very easily. And if we talk about the famous English moralist, so Samuel Johnson is the most famous English moralist of the modern period. Example of historical biographical traditional theory. William Langland's Piers Plowman is the best example of historical biographical traditional theory. John Milton's On His Blindness. In both the text, life of authors can be feel in the text. On His Blindness, I'm going to take the example of On His Blindness because this poem is really close to my heart. So, in this poem, beautifully, with sensibly, Milton expressed his views about his blindness, the gratitude which is felt by him for the God, for the Creator. So we can understand that as well. So these kind of phenomena we can find in both approaches. And to understand it in a better way, we need to read the text with some kind of approach, with some kind of thought, assumptions, so we can understand each and everything in that way, and we would be able to understand literary theory, and it will become not so much of complex. It has become very simple to us, and we can definitely utilize in our day-to-day life. If you write something, you want to read something, you want to make something someone else understand, you want to teach to someone else, so you can utilize all these parameters of traditional literary theory. This brings to me end of the lesson, and I hope this lesson will definitely helpful to all of you, and thanks a lot for your great patience, and I will come back with new lesson. Till then, you take care and bye bye.